Hello everybody again, it's Mrs. Stepanovich's art class and we're still doing the color theory. We're doing complementary keys and this is part 3. So the last time that we met, let's go fix this. I was working on the red. Remember, let's go like this. So we had alternate sections were one part of the complementary color and the second was the other part of the complementary color, because red and green are opposite each other on the color wheel and that makes them complementary colors. That would be a pair. We also talked about like yellow and purple is a complementary pair. Orange and blue is also a complementary pair. Okay, so I already painted in the green. And I just have to warn you is that whenever we make a secondary color, which is a green, and let's just look at this for a second. Hopefully the glare is not there. I have a skylight in here. This is how you make colors, and you did this already. You made the color wheel. You mixed 12 colors yourself already. You know the drill on that. And so whenever you use the secondary colors, whenever you want to make a secondary color, sometimes it gets a little watery. So, and also just talking about our paints, the red temper goes on the smoothest, but you still have to do 2 coats. The blue has a tendency to be a little watery, and sometimes you have to do 3 coats. And the yellow seems to be okay, all right? But I'm just warning you, if you're using the blue, definitely going to have to do 2 coats on things. So take a good look at this. So you can see my green that I completed right here is a nice solid, and I had to do 2, almost 3 coats. And then on the other side, you can see the difference of, I just have 1 coat done right here. And it's just really not very nice compared to the solid opaque green. So what I have to do is continue to paint on that. First of all, I recommend you paint the whole thing 1 coat and then go back and then start painting over it again. This is part of your grade, to have a nice opaque color, nothing that's watery. And yeah, so you're going to have to use your time wisely. The time that I have set for you to do the paintings during the class periods, if you do work during class period, which you are supposed to, everything will be fine and you won't be behind. And it's really hard to put this off. Like say you decide that you don't want to work on it that day, that's not going to work out. All right, you're going to keep up. So again, you can see how already by adding a second coat on there, made it a deeper green, and that's what you have to do. So it's just kind of, let's put this, oh, you know what, I wanted to show you something. Right here, I actually, can you see that I painted over the key? It's supposed to be white right there. So what I suggest is you take some of your white, you can always shake up the colors really, really well. And I put it in here, and I took a little brush, added some white to it, and I painted over it. All right, because it's not supposed to be red. And that is just, you know, you're going to have some hiccups. And so remember, you could go back and you can fix it by just putting the white over it. And again, you're going to have to do a couple, you have to let that dry and then put another coat over it. Okay, so it's just really important that everything is the way it's supposed to be. I'm just going to do a little catch up for you. I'm going to put this over here for now, of how to make a green. So we don't have green, right? We just had these colors. These are our colors that we have in the kit. And so you want to make a green if you're going to use red as one of your complementary. But I needed to make a green. And so green is a half and half yellow and half blue, and you have to kind of play around with it until you get it. So I was pretty lucky on that. But sometimes, let me wipe this off and show you. And you probably experienced this already when you were doing the color wheel. Sometimes it doesn't and it kind of just made a blue-green, all right? So make sure that and I recommend that you make sure you have enough of the secondary color so you don't have to go back and match it again. So let's say that I only made this much when I was painting this right here. I would have to go back and match that color exactly again. So what I recommend is that you make it in the center. And you don't need a lot of paint there. I'm just letting you know that's the way it should be. So again, today you're going to paint the second sections, the green and the green, or whatever color you decided. It could be purple and yellow. It could be orange and blue. I am hoping you understand this concept by now, all right? So remember, you're going to have to go over 2 coats on each of the colors in order to have this nice, vivid color. And so use your time wisely. Every class period, you'll be able to do 2, all right? Absolutely 2 on each class period. So this next one, the second and fourth one, or depends where you look at it, however you did it, that is going to be, you're going to take a picture of that. It's going to be all painted, and you're going to submit it to Schoology. And then we're going to be doing the next step. We're going to be working with the keys. So don't worry about that now. Always remember to clean your brushes very well. Dump the water. If you're in the middle of painting and you still need that color, this cover works really well for you to preserve the colors and the moisture in the paint. So if for some reason you're painting slow or something happens, you have to stop painting, maybe something happens at home, cover it up, and then you can come back and still use that paint. All right. So there we go. We're getting in the home stretch of this, and I'll be seeing you soon. Bye.